Cheers, I do, Buckaroos, and how the heck are you? I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to do a couple cocktails with you, and I'm kind of making them both up on the fly, if you will. Starting with the Restless Spirits Pachin. It is 100% malted barley, unaged, triple distilled. It comes in at 115 proof. It is absolutely excellent, and it's certainly easy enough to drink neat, to be honest with you. But a lot of them recommend to drink it chilled, and I've had it both ways. But one, I had an idea for well, sort of a martini, I guess. Let's call it a martini-inspired cocktail, using a lemon peel as a garnish. I've got a couple ounces of poitín, about two and a half actually. Uh, and I was gonna just do that, make kind of a dry martini because I didn't want to add vermouth. But then I had an idea. The thing that hit me, man, to take it in a completely different direction. But I wanted to stay with the Irish theme, even though this isn't an Irish product. Well, they're an Irish themed winery here in Missouri, Keltoy, and it's called Purple Harp. Now it is a dessert wine, so it's going to be a little more sweet than dry. But I wanted to give it a shot to see how it would react. So again, I haven't tasted this yet. I have no idea what's going to happen here. But it's about 2.5 ounces of the Pachin, about a quarter ounce of the I'm sorry, Keltoy Purple Heart, and it's at 18%. I'm going to set that there. Hopefully, you can kind of see both products there. If you can hear the music, I decided to put some shandies on in the background. I'm going to, before I dig in there, I'm going to get my second cocktail started here. Well, actually, I'm going to hold off now that I think about it. But we're going to go a different direction for that second cocktail. So let's get on to this one here first. Let's see what she tastes like. I'm using basically the same glass. Just so you know, I think I'm putting both cocktails in the same glass. Actually I have four of these, but anyway, I'm going to use light glasses. Let's say lemon peel garnish there. As you can see, I kind of dried it out a little bit. Oh, I love the smell of that poitín, that 100% malted barley. So I'm getting near the end of my first bottle. I bought two of these because I had a feeling I was really going to get into it. But here's my moral dilemma: is it's 100% malted barley and it's beautiful as is, but because it's 100% malted barley, I'm tempted, and I'm still haven't decided if I'm actually going to do it. I probably should have done it already, just so I had some time to age. But to put it on some oak chips or some bourbon barrel chips, whatever I could find, some barrel chips or just some oak chips, and put some age on it because that 100% malted barley, I just can't imagine what that barrel would do to that stuff. I'm very curious. So I may do that to the second bottle, but the stuff is so brilliant as is. I've been torn. Anyway, sláinte. Oh gosh, that's brilliant. Yeah, that little bit of sweetness works. Oh wow. So I did chill it, but using a shaker here, just like I would if I was making a martini. Love this glass. I had to measure it out. These glasses hold right at 4 ounces even. So I'm right about there. So I probably got about 3.5 ounces total product in here. Oh, that's good. That's good, man. I don't care who you are. That's freaking tasty. Yeah, that's good, man. So when we're in the Kansas City area, oh, a while back now, back in August, I found these rhubarb bitters. So I picked them up. But then a few weeks ago, when I was at Macadoodles here in town, I found these plum bitters. I was curious. But right now, I've got orange bitters, I've got blood orange bitters, I've got plum bitters, rhubarb bitters. I've got standard Angostura bitters. Oh, I got one more. The black walnut bitters. No, I'm kind of becoming a junkie. Every time I see a new flavor out, I have to pick it up. So, oh yeah, let's try that. I've got a friend that's got black cherry bitters. I haven't been able to find those yet, so I keep looking. So let me show you this product here. This is what I'm using as the base for this martini-like cocktail. And then I've again, I was just going to use this, but then I remembered I had this product I hadn't opened yet from Keltoy Winery out of Ornago, or I never can pronounce that right. Purple Heart dessert wine is at 18%, so I put just about a quarter ounce of that in there. Probably got about 2.5 ounces of the Pachin. Using a dried lemon peel as a garnish here. Peeled it fresh and dried it out myself. Oh man, that is delicious. Now, at that proof, it's not a drink I drink a lot of, right? We're gonna stop right here. No more Pachin. Yeah, I mean it's big. The problem is the stuff is so tasty, man. I mean, I'm not saying you can't taste any alcohol, but I mean it's at 115. Oh gosh, it just tastes so good. It's a little chewy, I will say. It's a little bit chewy. Uh, yeah, anybody has any questions or comments? I encourage that for the most part. My wife's in the background says, "What do you mean by chewy?" It's kind of a viscous texture. The viscosity, I guess, is what I'm referring to when I say chewy. There's a lot there, a lot of body. I'm not talking about a hairy Wookie when I say chewy. Mercy. I cracked a joke at work the other day, and I had three three cricket chirps and one belly laughs. So not everybody gets me, but those that do think I'm hilarious. Not everybody gets it. My main job, I work with mostly younger folks, and they don't find anything I say remotely funny. They don't, man. They don't get anything I say, and they don't know any of the pop culture references. I thought everybody understood. I'm too old for this shit. The Danny Glover line from the Lethal Weapon movies, but I just got blank stares. Nobody had seen the movie. The second job, I've got more that'll get me from time to time, but that particular day, three cricket chirps and one guy got it. I'm okay with that, you know. I'm not trying to be mainstream. I'm not for everybody. I've always known that, even in my own family. Not everybody's gonna get it, Tom. Oh gosh. Now I haven't had any immediate family members unfriend or block me on social media, but I've had a handful of cousins. Well, uh, let's see, one, two, at least three that I can think of anyway. That said no, so that's okay. I mean, it's not like I had a lot to do with them anyway. Uh, One was a hardcore Trump nut. A couple of them were just good nuts who just couldn't stand a differing opinion. Mercy. Well, I'm glad I tried that. That is really good. Yeah, adding that little bit of the purple harp there really adds just a little bit of something, man. The reason I added it, well, it's because again, this is Irish. This isn't Irish, but it's they're an Irish themed winery. Probably my wife and I is probably our favorite place. There's a few others that we like a lot too, but we love the Irish feel about the place. They do a great big St. Patrick's Day thing. We were there this year. Probably won't make it next year. We're gonna cut down on the small trips and try to do something real nice for our 30th anniversary. Oh, I didn't see that come up. Last beer. I'm gonna post your comment. Cheers. Last beer says, Slancha. Here's to you. I'll give you the one toast my dad always did. He'd say, "Here's the flag, grand old flag, the flag that set us free. A whiskey glass and a woman's ass made a horse's ass of me." It's the only toast he ever did. Well, it's the only one I ever heard him say, anyway. And I had another friend that would always say, "Here's to you and here's to me. If ever we should disagree, fuck you and here's to me." Anyway, I'm okay with both of them. I appreciate the sentiment on either side of that. My gosh, this is really good, man. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the music or not. I didn't want to crank it too loud. I never can tell how loud it's going to be. Shandy's are a great local, I said group, but they're a duo. They have allowed me to play their music, and I really appreciate it. I'm a big fan. They did a podcast with me, but the timing, I didn't set it up great because I was still recovering from my knee surgery, so I wasn't drinking, but I was on some painkillers, and I was still in a fair amount of pain at that moment. I wish I'd pushed it back another week when I felt a little better. I gotta find a way to get them back on again where I can really do a proper at the pub with them. I don't want to say interview because I try to do it more like a conversation than an interview. Oh, man, that is just delicious, man. So I'm getting near the end of that. I'm gonna mix up my second cocktail here. Staying with the Irish theme, here's what I'm gonna do. So I made my own simple syrup today. It is lemon lavender simple syrup using raw sugar, fresh lemon juice, and lemon zest, and lavender petals. So I'm putting about an ounce of that in the drink. And then I'm going to use this product here. This is Bushmills Prohibition recipe at 92 proof. Got a little bit more get up and go than your standard Bushmills. I hadn't seen this in my neck of the woods at the time that I bought it. I found it at a small liquor store in Clinton, Missouri, of all places, for 25 bucks. Now, since then, I have found it here for about 28. And I just can't find a reason why a liquor store in Clinton should have a better price than a liquor store in Springfield, Missouri. But it does irritate me to no end. I will tell you that. I'm frustrated by that. I ain't afraid to tell you. So I'm going to add that to do sort of a let's say an old fashioned inspired cocktail because we've added that. But I'm going to serve it. I'm not going to serve it over ice. I'm going to serve it straight up because I'm not a fan of ice. I'm going to get it good and chilled. I'm going to serve it more like you'd serve a Manhattan, but it is more of an old fashioned. I'm using a simple syrup. But I'm going to use these plum bitters because they're more fall, I guess, than the rhubarb. Get a few dashes in there. I'll be honest, I don't know that I can always tell the difference in what bitters go in there. Sometimes it's just psychological. I want to add specific things. I dropped the cap to my shaker there. There we go. Set that down. We finish up this cocktail. We'll get ready for the next one. Andy says, Slancha, right back at you, sir. Slancha. So, Andy, if you're coming in late, finishing up a cocktail using Patrick's Rebellion Pachin from Restless Spirits out of North Kansas City, Missouri. This stuff is just insanely good. It really is. And I'm getting near the end of my first bottle, but I've got a second one in there. So I've got about 2.5 ounces of this product. The other addition here is from Keltoy, a winery, again a Missouri winery. This is a Purple Harp, 18%. So Irish and Irish heritage, let's say. Irish inspired, as I am. Oh, I forgot to grab my garnish for my second cocktail, though. Darn it! I'm gonna step off camera real fast. I'll be right back. Meant to grab it and I forgot. Okay, there we go. Let me get that one. It's basically a similar garnish. I just didn't dry this one out. Why did I dry out the first one? Mostly just to concentrate those oils. Fresh would have been fine, but I just want to kind of dry it out so it sit there for me. Mercy, that's good. That's good, man. I don't care who you are. Uh, get started. Sometimes I do a 5 and a 7 on a Saturday. But I've been working late Thursdays and Fridays, so I wasn't able to do my regular Friday gig until late. So I've been doing these late night Thursday Friday videos. So I think I'm going to start trying to do 6 to 8 on Saturday. I've got to find a good time to get back into my more podcast like shows at the pub, but I'm having a difficulty finding a regular time to do those. And I don't want to try to schedule guests until I know when I can. So I'm kind of at an impasse till I can get things figured out. You have a couple folks I'm talking to that said they'd be with their schedules. They're looking at possibly October or November. So I don't want to mention any names right now, but I've got a couple really good ones I've been talking to that I hope I'm able to to pull together. Because the one in particular is, you're going to be surprised. Uh, a blues legend. So I'm really hoping we can get our schedules together. Uh, so the main way you could tell a difference here is the garnish is slightly different. So it is a different glass. So I'm going to change my props here as we change cocktails. I'm on fire. So we'll get this Bushmills up here. I've been a fan of this one. I've actually drank a little more of it than I thought I would right away. It was just, I mean, at only $25, I hated not to drink it. But it's a little bit more here in town, but still rather affordable for 92 proof. Not much more than regular Bushmills, to be honest. At the 25 I paid for it, it's about the same price as regular Bush. So here's what I got in this. I've got about 2.5 ounces of the Bush. Oh, I forgot to do something. I just realized I forgot to do that. Darn, I mean to do that when I first started a video, and I forgot. I've been having issues. I don't know why with privacy issues on Facebook. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and I've got to. And I got going when I first started the video, and I just realized I never checked that. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Anyways, let me. Oops, wrong one. Get that fixed there now that I'm halfway through the video. I wish I'd have figured that out earlier, but anyways, c'est la vie, la vie. Anyways, let's pour this. So this again, about 2.5 ounces of the Bush, an ounce of my simple syrup. Oh, I'm gonna run out of room here though. my lemon lavender simple syrup. So again, what I did with this is raw sugar and water, obviously equal parts. And then I added about a half ounce of fresh lemon juice and some lemon zest and lavender petals and cilantro. As you see, I've got it served more like you would a Manhattan. Alma looks like a shot, yeah, but it's this glass holds 4 ounces even, believe it or not. If I've got it up to the top, I'm right at 4 ounces. Oh my god, that is delicious. That syrup is really good. Yeah, you can't feel you know, I'm not surprised I could taste the lemon, but I wasn't. And I'm never quite sure how much lavender I needed here. So I put about an eighth of a teaspoon in there. The hell got my drink there though. Got him. Oh, that's a piece of it's a lavender petals. I wonder what was in there. I tried to strain it, but a lavender petal snuck in there. Get that out of there. Get that out of there, man. Oh gosh, that was good. Speaking of lemon, wife bought some lemon. We're starting to get to fall weather, but it's still pretty nice out there. I don't know. We're probably in the mid to high 70s today. I didn't really check to be sure, but it's kind of how it felt when I was out there earlier. The plum bitters. Hmm. Can you taste plum? Hell, I don't know. I taste something. Whether I could, if it was a blind taste test, whether I'd be able to say it's plum bitters, honestly, probably not. What the how do I know? Find the one ingredient that's not the other things. Let's see. It's not whiskey. It's not lemon. It's not lavender. What could those bitters be? Let's just narrow it down. Uh, not cooking dinner tonight because I made a big pot of chili for lunch. So yeah, we haven't had dinner, but we had a late breakfast and a very late lunch. So we're kind of behind on everything today. So, but I made a rather large pot of chili for just two people. So chili is going to be for dinner of some sort. I'd like to serve it differently, but it's going to be chili. The first our lunch serving, I should say, I guess. I served it with a quesadilla. Made a nice quesadilla. So we have some good Mexican melting cheese in there, the Chihuahua cheese, and we had some good peppers that my wife picked. So I put some peppers in mine. She doesn't want any in hers, but I like mine. So, anyway, anyways, I digress. So I'll probably do. I did a six today, so I'll probably wait till 8 to do the second video. Try to space them out about 2 hours most of the time. Just time for the alcohol to run its course, and we'll start over. I do like these little glasses. My wife found these. I think she found them at a thrift store. I'm not exactly sure where. I don't know if she got these in. No, these are the one. Where'd you get these glasses, dear? These little Irish glasses? Are those you found? Did you find those in Liberty or? No, do we? Okay, I can't remember if we had them for Liberty or not. St. James? St. James. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Trying to remember where we went for. And my wife likes to hit thrift stores whenever we go to a different town. I like to hit liquor stores, and we each have our forte, let's just say. So we're trying to decide what we want to do for our 30th, and we want to do something, it's different and special, but not necessarily grand because that's not really who either of us are. We don't want to get on a plane. We don't want to go on a cruise. We're just, I don't want to be on a floating petri dish. I think it'd just be a large form of claustrophobia, because you can't get off. Or we're stuck with these same people for this whole time. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. So we're trying to do something maybe just a little bit different, a little more special than we usually do. And I'm going to set up where we could take usually we can only be gone a couple days, but we're going to try to be gone at least a week this time. We'll spend at least 5 days somewhere, maybe 7. So we can really, we've been to a lot of different places here in Missouri, in, outlying states, but we've only been able to, most of the places we've been to, we've always had the kids, or we've only been able to spend a day or maybe 2, so we really haven't been able to see everything or really explore. We've been in a hurry trying to get some things done. Here, if we can have 5, 7 days to sit and relax and enjoy some things. So we're deciding if we want to go to some places that we've never been before, or just go to some place we had been before, but have really been able to, to relax and explore the area. So we've got it narrowed down, I think, but I'm going back and forth on which direction I want to go because I feel like, I mean, it's got to be someplace that we both want to be at that moment. Because sometimes she'll do stuff just because that's where I want to go, and I want to be someplace that we both really want to go and explore and relax. Uh, Man, this is delicious. That simple syrup I made was just insane. Lemon definitely can taste the lemon, but you really can feel that lavender too. And I wasn't sure how much lavender to put in there because I wanted to be able to taste the lavender, but I didn't want to overpower the lemon. So I put a eighth of a tablespoon in here, I believe. I made 1 cup of simple syrup, so 1 cup water, 1 cup sugar, and like I said, I use raw sugar because I feel like it gives you a cleaner product than your processed sugar or granulated sugar, white sugar. uh, white, no white sugar. Anyway, mercy, Percy, mercy, baby, mercy. Anyways, I digress. This is really good, man. This product really is good. Being at 92 is just insane. Um, Whiskey is good. Proofing water tells you who's real and who isn't. Tommy Selby. Anyway, at 92 proof, man, I bet, to be honest. So here's what I did. We were at that liquor store, and I picked up the bottle, and it said $25, but I really thought I just got put in the wrong spot, right? Because that's the price that 80 proof Bushmills is, right? So I put it up there. So it says 25, but I want you to check it just to make sure it's the right price. It's nope, 24.99. Okie dokie. I should have bought 2 bottles of it. Like I said, it is available at some places here in town, but it's about 28 to 30. So it's a little more here, and I can't figure out why a small liquor store in Clinton, Missouri, because I know they're not buying it any cheaper than we can get it here, is selling it for a lesser price. That just kills me. But I will tell you that little liquor store in Clinton has a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff for a great price. Anyways, as we wrap up this, wrap it up, Tom. You've been talking for 30 minutes now, you long-winded son of a bitch. Anyways, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer for the purposes of this video. Anyway, first cocktail using the Restless Spirits Pachin. This stuff is just insanely good. It just is. I mean, to be honest with you, it should be drank neat. It really should. It is that good. But I had an idea, and I had to see it through, and it was really good, man. With just a little bit of that purple harp. Oh man, it just made a great martini like cocktail. And here with doing sort of an old fashioned ish kind of let's say old fashioned inspired cocktail using the Bushmills, my homemade simple syrup, some plum bitters, and some very nice little glasses. Sometimes it's all about the presentation, is it not? I really like these glasses. But I did measure these glasses before I started this just to see exactly what they would hold. They hold 4 ounces right to the top. And this particular cocktail had 4 ounces right to the top. So anyway, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all right, good guys, launch ya.